Hello students, today let us discuss about roasting and calcination. As you all know, metallurgy involves three steps: concentration of ore, isolation of metal from its ore, purification of metals. This roasting and calcination comes under isolation of metal from its ore. The isolation of metal from its ore involves two sub-steps: conversion to metal oxide and reduction of metal oxide to metal. Conversion to metal oxide. There are two methods to convert ore into its respective metal oxides. They are roasting and calcination. Let us consider roasting. Roasting is a process of heating the concentrated ore to a very high temperature below the melting point in the presence of excess of air. When we heat the concentrated ore to a very high temperature, volatile impurities present in the ore escapes and metal present in the ore is converted as its respective metal oxide. We will take roasting of zinc blende as an example. The composition of zinc blende is ZnS. When zinc sulfide is heated with oxygen in the presence of excess of oxygen, now zinc sulfide is converted as zinc oxide with the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. Here, zinc sulfide is converted as zinc oxide. That means addition of oxygen takes place. The addition of oxygen is called oxidation, and the removal of oxygen is called reduction. This is the definition of oxidation and reduction. Here, oxidation takes place. Now, this reaction is not balanced. To balance this equation, we have to introduce stoichiometric coefficient. Now we will count the number of atoms present in the left hand side and right hand side. The number of zinc atoms present in the left hand side is 1, right hand side is also 1. Number of sulfur atoms present in the left hand side 1, number of sulfur atoms present in the right hand side 1. The number of oxygen atoms present in the left hand side is 2, right hand side 1 plus 2, 3. Here the number of oxygen atoms are not balanced. Now we have to balance that. To balance that, in the left hand side 2 oxygen atoms are there, right hand side 3 oxygen atoms are there. Therefore, even and odd combination is there. So, we have to think about the common multiple of 2 and 3, that is 6. That we have to keep in mind while balancing this equation. Now, only trial and error method is there. I will try by writing 2 to zinc sulfide. If I write 2 to zinc sulfide, the number of zinc atoms becomes 2. To balance that, I have to write 2 to zinc oxide. To balance the number of sulfur atoms, I have to write 2 to sulfur dioxide gas also. Now, we will balance the number of oxygen atoms. In zinc oxide, 2 oxygen atoms are there. In sulfur dioxide, 2 2s are 4. 4 oxygen atoms are there. Totally 6 oxygen atoms are present in the right hand side of the equation. That is product side. Now, to make 6 in the left hand side, I will write 3 to this oxygen molecule. Now, the number of oxygen atoms present in the left hand side 6, right hand side 6, and the reaction is balanced. Now, we will take another example, galena. Lead sulfide. Lead sulfide is heated with oxygen. Then lead sulfide is oxidized to lead monoxide with the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. Similar type of reaction in the place of zinc, lead is there. So similar way we can balance it. We can write it as 2, 3 and 2, 2. Next example, copper glans. Composition of copper glans is cuprous sulfide, Cu2S. When cuprous sulfide is heated in the presence of excess of oxygen, then cuprous sulfide is oxidized to cuprous oxide with the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. Here also same way we can balance it. See, 2 copper atoms are there in the left hand side, 2 copper atoms are there in the right hand side, and 1 sulfur atom left hand side and 1 sulfur atom in the right hand side, and 2 oxygen atoms left hand side, 3 oxygen atoms in the right hand side. So same way we can balance 2, 3 and 2, 2. This is regarding roasting. Therefore, roasting is a process of heating the concentrated ore to a very high temperature below the melting point in the presence of excess of oxygen. Next, we'll move on to calcination. Calcination is a process of heating the concentrated ore to a very high temperature below the melting point in the absence of air or limited supply of air. During calcination, decomposition reaction takes place and usually carbonate ores are calcined. Usually carbonate ores are calcined. We take the example calcination of calcium carbonate. The common name of calcium carbonate is limestone. When limestone is heated, it undergoes decomposition reaction giving rise to calcium oxide with the liberation of carbon dioxide gas. Here, the number of calcium atoms present in the right hand side and left hand side are same. Number of carbon atoms present in the left hand side and right hand side are 1, and number of oxygen atoms present in the left hand side is 3 and right hand side is also 3. Such equations are called self-balanced equation. Another example we will take zincite, zinc carbonate. When we heat this zinc carbonate, it also undergoes decomposition reaction giving rise to zinc oxide with the liberation of carbon dioxide gas. It is also a self-balanced equation. Another one, combination of 2 carbonate ores, magnesium carbonate, calcium carbonate. The common name of this is dolomite. When we heat this dolomite, it undergoes decomposition reaction giving rise to magnesium oxide, calcium oxide with the liberation of carbon dioxide gas. Here 2 carbonates are there, therefore 2 molecules of carbon dioxide gas is liberated during the reaction. This is regarding the calcination of carbonate ores. Hydrated ores are also calcined. The example is hydrated ferric oxide. The composition is Fe2O3 XH2O. When we heat this hydrated ferric oxide, the dehydration of X molecules of water from ferric oxide takes place and we will get anhydrous ferric oxide and X molecules of water. Here, water molecules present in the hydrated ferric oxide is removed and we will get anhydrous ferric oxide and X molecules of water. To write the equation, only in the place of dot, you can write positive sign in the product side. That is regarding calcination. Usually, the roasting is carried out for sulfide ores and calcination is usually carried out for carbonate ores. Now, we will differentiate between roasting and calcination. Differences between roasting and calcination. Roasting, calcination. First difference, roasting is usually carried out in the presence of excess of oxygen. Calcination is carried out in the absence of oxygen or air or limited supply of oxygen. So, first difference is the roasting is carried out in the presence of excess of oxygen, or simply you can write the definition of roasting here. Calcination is carried out in the absence of air or limited supply of air. The second difference, usually sulfide ores are roasted. Usually sulfide ores are roasted and sulfide ore is oxidized to metal oxide. Here, calcination, carbonate ores are calcined and carbonate ore undergo decomposition reaction to form metal oxide. Say, during roasting, oxidation reaction taking place. During calcination, decomposition reaction taking place. I will repeat the differences between roasting and calcination. Roasting is carried out in the presence of excess of air. Calcination is carried out in the presence of limited supply of air or in the absence of air. And second difference, usually sulfide ores are roasted and during roasting oxidation reaction taking place, and usually carbonate ores are calcined and during calcination decomposition reaction taking place and the carbonate is converted into respective metal oxide. Thank you.